We need to go over there. That one can open. That is the liftoff, yeah. This should, I believe, work. Okay. This one will lift off a little bit slowly because it has 1.3 thrust to weight, but that should increase relatively quickly. Okay. Getting a little nervous here. Oh god, getting a little nervous. We might need more thrust. We might need to have solid rocket boosters attached to this. This was... But we'll see what happens when we get further up. Because we're just not really getting out of the atmosphere quickly enough like this. I really should have gone with at least 1.5, maybe 1.8 thrust to weight ratio. So right now this might burn out quicker than we needed to and not get us as high as we need to be at all. Okay, I'm going to just see if we can get that at 45-degree angle quicker than we did before. Oh, it's pulling a little bit. It's pulling a little bit. It's not as unstable as it was before, though. There we go. There we go. Just gently trying to maneuver this. There. Aha! Full signs get. Yeah, see, this is just not doing what we needed to do. The lack of initial thrust to weight is what killed him. We spent a lot of time on the surface of Kerbal trying to get into space, trying to get off the ground, really. And that really harmed us in the long run. However, we are reaching 70k, so let's see how far we can get. Whew. Oh god, that is of course one of the downsides of doing this. I wasn't paying too much attention there. This thing flips terribly. Which is why I should have kept burning. There we go. Whoop. There. Now let's blast full speed. There we go. Okay. So we are currently... This is really badly done. We're now in a very eccentric orbit. Or actually we're suborbital. All we need to do right now is wait until we get to space. There we go. Oh, darn it, that's the problem. I still had... I should never have done that. Turn that physics acceleration on. That's what was going wrong. See, I'm just not that sharp right now, which is a little bit annoying. Need to do this with a bit more care and focus. On the upside, there we go. Wait, what? This is weird. Normally, here, setting node is -4.6, add a maneuver. We want this to go up. There we go. Not quite sure what I was doing wrong just now, but it wasn't giving me that number. So, gauge our SAS. Our RCS, I mean. Oh, got it first scientific data from Minimus. Awesome. Science get. I want to make sure to be sparing on our monopropellant. There we go. Okay, let's accelerate here. Because we had that science data already, apparently, but just never did anything with it. So, next up is a bit of plane correction that we need to do to get in the appropriate orbit for Minimus. Also, let's extend our solar panels. Three, two, one. Again, checking out rendezvous stats. 3, 2.5, 2, 1.5, 1, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, 0.07. Good enough for me. And that also increased our periapsis, so perfect. We are right where we need to be. Whoa. Let's just... We're again getting those memory leaks. Wait, what? No. Set as target. Thank you. We're again getting those memory leaks that we got the other time. Do you remember the weird glitches that we get, the breaks? I checked out that memgraph thing that somebody referred us to. But sadly, that really seems to be a debug programming thing. It's just meant to sort of test where what your mod is doing to the game. Okay, let's... There, ooh, there we go. That's the encounter I want. Let's check from Minimus's side what that looks like. And adjust it very gently. Sure, that'd be fine. Let's RCS this baby. Welcome back, Huther. Just finished making a creamy red pepper soup. Ooh. Now that does sound delicious. You missed maybe a few crashes, things going wrong. Such as, for instance, getting a rover all the way to Minimus, and then decoupling it, and then realizing that I hadn't activated the antenna on it, so I basically dropped dead weight. That wasn't really a highlight. Let's adjust these. Whoa. Oh, of course, I forgot. The command to activate the physics warp in acceleration also uses the button that you use to slow down. I should probably rebind that. Carefully, because very little delta V makes a very big difference right about now. So very carefully throttle down. Oh, there, well, there we go. Sure. Close that, add a maneuver to circularize 9K. Add an encounter. Watch that thing cool down. I think we're good. Speed up until we get that baby. Meantime, we are getting more science, which is wonderful. Asian scan. We're being rather wasteful with time right now. But then again, this is a space program. There's one thing we should have, it's time. There we go. So this does explain why we have the science here now not uploaded yet. Okay, thank you. Now, it is time to start organizing. As you can see, even with the RCS I'm spending, you can be far more aggressive if you want. Because I've only spent teeny amounts of the RCS. Oh, you're starting to itch under this thing. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Burn this. Periapsis at 10 kilometers. That is just fine. Now that is going to be Kerbal, but we're going to want to be on the light side. So let's lower this. There we go, until that is also pretty low. And alert us at the next maneuver node. We should be fine with that one because it is facing Kerbal, so we will have full probe control. And that is the thing that I messed up on earlier. I neglected to get the probe control. Temperature scan, we already read all of these, so I'm just gonna get on going and grab these. There we go. Toggle that baby. Now this is why it's so easy to get to Minmus. As you can see, it takes 15 meters per second, 15 delta V to get where we need to go. We could just about do that with the RCS by now. In fact, let's see. See, we can literally actually do that with RCS. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Love to give that a try. There we go. Orbit circularized to where we'd like. Now then, time to pick a good spot to land. Ooh, that is going there. That's going to be tricky because I want to land somewhere here on the back, but let's fast forward and see how long we can keep a connection. And how ballsy we can be floating over, because I think some of these mountains are higher than 10 kilometers. Okay, we can land somewhere here. That's good news. The bad news is going to be that we're gonna probably need to move somewhere like this, but then scale back like that. Okay, that works for me. And then let's see if we can land somewhere here. There, that gets us a nice little spot, a good mountain ridge, which is not too far below us. There we go. You substitute double cream for coconut cream, slightly healthier option. Good idea. First time trying it, very pleased with the results. Nice. Recipe says to strain out the pulp, you consider that heresy? No, I like a good bit of coconut milk as well. It gives it a very, very lovely flavor. Okay, very gently, very gently. Now, since this time we have an antenna there, I think I'm gonna be okay not extending these. Probably wouldn't have even needed those, but you know, they're combinable, so that would help in data transmission. 2, 1, blast. Get that horizontal speed to nothing. Okay, perfect. Lock that, and we are now in landing mode. As you can see, I am trying to use my RCS heavily to see if I can adjust where. There we go. That center is going to be there. Okay, this stage is the one that has the RCS, but this is the one we'll be landing it on. We have about 5,000 meters left. So in all likelihood, it is a better idea to separate. Now I'm still gonna extend the antennas just for certainty, even though that might be risky once we start launching that thing. But let's separate. There we go. This time it is balanced. Unlike our previous landing on the Mun, this one is balanced and will keep us nice and centered. Pulpy orange juice, ah, delicious. No fruit juice, ah, it's the sugars, right, Huthor? No sugars allowed. Not gonna be a problem to drop it straight down over your landing site? Not at all, because by the time it reaches that, it will start exploding. And plus, I can move a little bit more to the side if I need to, really. I doubt we'll need to, because at this speed already, 30 meters per second, that's gonna explode. Going into town for an eye test might get yourself a Subway sandwich. Ooh. Yeah, Subways, although Subways, it's not that good though, is it? I mean, you can make better sandwiches, no problem. Okay, let's just slow down a little bit. I'm gonna need 6 seconds of estimated burn for a full-on. There we go, look at that thing. It's gonna be close to falling and that thing's gonna explode, because by this time it's going 60 meters per second. There, no problem. There we go. Some RCS on this might have been useful. But I figured we would be able to adjust like this, since we can burn these very slowly. And that way, reduce our speed, maneuver with them. Very gently touch Jexus 2 down. Easy does it. Easy does it. There we go. We're just gonna keep your eye on that. That is the real height. Very gently slide this down just a teensy amount so that we keep on the speed. The reason I'm doing this is because we have plenty of fuel. This is pretty inefficient, just burning it slowly like this. You're far better doing a suicide burn. But since we have more than enough fuel, I might as well do it like this to slow my ascent as much as I can and want to. So that by the time we're just above the ground, we are almost at 0. One, 0, and at that point, there we go, very gently, detach. And that thing flows up, and away. Sky crane. That one will probably actually end up in an orbit around Kerbin. But for now, we have landed Jexus on Minmus. Hey, Jexus. And welcome back, Cha-Cha. There we go. Frisia Vaganza, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Frisia is a horrible place. It is a place, a valley of sadness and decay that no mortal person should be forced to suffer. There we go. Oh, see, this is again why I sort of handicapped this little rover, because you can already see, taking turns, this thing wants to lift off. That's how low the gravity on Minmus is. We're in Minmus's lowland, so we can do a temperature scan. Temperature reads minty fresh. You make an addendum requesting that all future thermometers use numbers instead of wisecracks. Pressure scan. Collected and recording atmospheric pressure data from the surroundings. Magnetometer radiation. Looking at radiation levels, you regret testing the surface of Minmus. Minmus does indeed not generate a magnetic field. Detect some seismic activity, most likely caused by tidal forces. Now the downside is we have no biome map right now. We only have an altimetry map. Biome. Oh, kitty! The desperation of the kitty who has food in his bowl, but it's not in his mouth. Frisian handball? Yeah. Isn't that much worse? Fair enough, Jexus. I'm not comparing it and saying it's the worst place in the Netherlands. I'm just saying it's a bad place. But true in a lot of cases, you know, felt more welcome somewhere they were in today. Yeah, but that may have more to do with the specific individuals involved. Let's see. Now, this trek would take far too much time. Oh, hey, look. That is the previous Minmus debris from Jexus 2B. Is that actually... No, wait. 2B Minmus landed? What in the world? But I am over there, aren't I? Or is that literally... Oh, is that literally connecting to me here? In that case, that is our sky crane that's gonna crash. If I'm over here, then I could go south pretty easily. Let's see, can I get to KerbNet? Wait. KerbNet? Because this is where I am, but if I feel the view downwards a little bit, so you can either really focus, get a broad one. Darn it, how about if I... There's no way I can readjust and steer from here. That's a bit of a downer. So I want to figure out whether I'm going south, which would mean that I need to go maybe... Again, minimus, low gravity. Because the problem is, by the time I'm certain that I'm going somewhere, I've already gone there quite a while. Let's see, refresh. I am traveling north, aren't I? I am traveling north. I think I need to travel this direction, because again, it is... The steering is a little weird on this thing. Or I just zoom out, maybe. Yeah, this is the direction I want to go in. I want to go to the flats and see if I can get some more signs that way. It's fun, sure, very relaxing day watching a sport that you only understood until after a few matches. Yeah, that could be fun. Yeah, pretty much what Jax has said there. It is a province, but they'd like it to be a country. Well, I would say that the... overall, I found the Welsh to be more welcoming and friendly than the Frisians. Because indeed, you know, all jesting aside, yeah, they're a little bit more isolationists, conservative, and the Welsh are far more open, from my experience at least. But again, it's more... That's a little bit more in taking an exaggeration. Okay, let's start transmitting some beautiful stuff. Let's see how long this would take. If we estimate... This would take longer than I'm interested in doing. No, never mind. We will plant this thing here and enjoy the fact that we have landed. We escaped the gravitational influence of Minmus. We've initiated a flyby of the sun. Land on the surface of Minmus. Okay. Did my lander actually end up, the sky crane, in a flyby of the sun? It did, so that makes sense. This thing, it can't be the debris of the first one, because that one... Then what got in orbit of the sun? What? Because to me that suggests as though this thing is going to go all the way up into an orbit like that. Also, shouldn't I have... Oh, wait. Rename vessel. This is not a probe, it is a rover. Except now that one is completed. Which gives us 37,000. Jex has made it both to the Mun and to Minmus. Excellent. What do we call this little baby now that he's here? Because Jex is 2B, Minmus doesn't sound fun. Expeditious. This one was amazing. Back to the Space Center. What I thought was really fun was that they built this sports pitch in the middle of Franeker, and they only use it for Katze and only use it for this event, which takes place once a year. Yeah. That sounds very typical.